Freshers advice. Do you think you've met your life friends at uni? Does Bath Uni have fit boys? Today we are doing a Q&A. I asked you guys on my Instagram for questions and so many of them were about uni, so I thought I'd turn this into a uni Q&A, but then I'll include a few questions about myself at the end because you guys want to know the juice about my life. First question is, how do I balance uni work with my personal life? Write out like all the things you need to do, think about how long everyone is going to take. I would personally recommend trying to get all your uni stuff done in the week, so leaving the weekend days for whatever you want to do, for your sports, to go to the gym, for your hobbies, for working. I think the easiest way would be to like do all your uni work around your lectures in the week, so you've got like a full working day of uni work and then at the weekends you can just chill. I think that you just sort of figure it out as you go along. You just have to try things out for yourself. Also, try not to overwork yourself. I think you definitely do have time to have a part-time job in uni. I have part-time jobs that are very like flexible. I was super lucky that I got a part-time job in like student events and things like that, so yeah, I just like organise them in non-COVID times and run the social medias, things that I can do kind of whenever I'm free rather than like 16 hours a week or something. But if you do need to have a part-time job in uni that is like a lot of hours, then don't worry, I would just recommend doing it on the weekend and then like having your weekdays fully dedicated to uni work. Do you prefer halls or a student house? Love both. I associate halls with being more sociable because obviously there's so many people there, and because I've only lived in this house since Corona has been a thing, we haven't had people round really. Yeah, I guess hopefully next year, like in student houses, you can just have people round and like as normal. I would say halls is better because it's like more sociable, but then house is nicer because it is nicer and cleaner and you just got more space. Loads of people have asked for freshers advice slash just like uni advice for people starting this year, and a lot of people ask for advice like considering the current situation. I don't actually know because obviously when I was a fresher it was normal. I have got quite a few friends that had a gap year and are freshers now, and to be honest it looks just like normal, like as I'm seeing it on Snapchat and stuff. It looks like really fun, normal, because obviously you live with a lot of people, so you can just have drinks every night, parties with your flatmates. I guess my advice would be to try and make really good friends in your flat because it is going to be harder to make friends outside your flat. Even if you don't like some people in your flat, I would really recommend just trying to get along with them anyway and just being friends for the year, because it's just so much easier like that and you don't want any kind of tension in your house. Be as sociable as possible and get involved with as much stuff as you can. I think I really made the most of my first year. Like that's why I didn't feel too upset about the whole coronavirus situation, because I felt like I really maximized my time in first year. Like I did everything I wanted to, and I'm so happy I did that. So yeah, also another big piece of advice is to just sign up for everything. Like try a new sport if you want to. Also, if you've not got too much work to do, whenever you know that there's people in the kitchen or just people around, like go and talk to them, go and spend as much time with them as possible, because they are likely to be some of your best friends, and I just think it's so fun if you spend loads of time with the people you live with especially. So yeah, throw yourself into everything you can. A lot of people want to know if I'm doing a placement year or what I'm doing after uni. I have been looking at the economics placements for ages and they are really, really good. But for me personally, I don't think my passion actually lies in economics. I love studying it, but when it comes to like taking it to the real world, not a huge fan. And obviously I love doing stuff like this, like content creation and stuff. I'm currently looking for a content creator placement. That is someone that creates social media content for a business. I'm looking for a business that I really like already, or just like a small sustainable business is my ideal. I think I just felt a bit pressured to do a placement because at Bath Uni, I don't know if anyone knows, but at Bath, like literally everyone does a placement. So I was just feeling a bit pressured to do one, but I think if I can't find one that I really will enjoy, then I just won't do one and I'll go into third year next year. And after uni, I'm not really sure yet. I have always said I'd love to have my own business. Does Bath Uni have fit boys? Yes, I can confirm there are quite a lot of good looking boys here. I won't elaborate too much, but yeah. Again, there was a lot of questions on how to make friends at uni. I think, like I said in the like freshers advice, just throw yourself out there and like force yourself to just put yourself in situations where you'll meet new people. So yeah, whether that be societies, sports, in your flat, on your course, talk to people in lectures. And I think once you do it a few times, you will just get used to it and your confidence will build up so much, and then you'll be like excited to socialise more and make more friends. How did you choose your uni and the course that you're doing? So I chose economics because it was my favourite A-level subject and I was really good at it. I was literally that annoying person in the class that would like answer everyone else's questions when like the teacher called on someone else. I would like say it. It's embarrassing. Don't wanna brag. So yeah, that's why I chose it and I absolutely love it. I don't regret it at all. It's still really interesting to me and also like has a lot of maths in it, which I feel like is a strength of mine. And I chose Bath because I think it was in the top 5 for economics in the country. Also, it's just such a beautiful city. It's so me, like this city is just everything that I'd want. I personally find it really fun, lots to do, but also it's like feels safe, it feels homey. And because it's a relatively small city, I don't actually know if it's a small city, but it just like feels close, like everything's close. You can just like get to places really easily. I know my way around the whole city really well. Whenever I go out, I always see someone I know. And yeah, it's just like really beautiful, like so many nice parks, walks. And also I chose it because it's not too far from home. And this leads nicely onto the next question. Did Bath become boring as it is a small place and seems like there isn't much to do? I don't think so. I don't know if I've met anyone that doesn't enjoy being in Bath. Like I think everyone that I'm friends with, everyone I know like really loves the city. It is true that it is smaller and probably a bit less, I don't know if there's less to do than other cities. Well, there's definitely less clubs. I mean, there's tons and tons of pubs and bars, so that's great. There's definitely a small amount of clubs, but the thing is like you usually just go to the same one anyway. Say in London, there's like tons of clubs, but you would just like find your favourites and then only go to those ones. I don't know if it really matters that there is like less places here. The only thing I would improve is like the clubs are quite small, which I do like because you do just bump into everyone you know and it's like really fun. But I think it would be cool if Bath had like a huge club where it was like multiple floors and stuff. Also, I think it just depends on people. Like if you find your people, it doesn't really matter what's around you, like you'll have fun anyway. Are you still close with your school friends, or do you think you've met your life friends at uni? I am still so close with people I went to school with. When I was in school, I had like a main group of 4 girls, including me, and I'm still really good friends with all of them. I've FaceTimed them all in the last month and we literally talk all the time, keep each other updated on our lives, which is really nice. Yeah, but then I'm also really close with my friends at uni. I think it's a mix really. Like I could see my friends from home and from my friends from uni just being my life friends. I think my group has definitely got smaller this year just because I haven't been able to see people, like people that I was friends with in first year that I could have seen myself being really good friends with. I just haven't seen them, like haven't been able to see them. I think you probably have an intuition whether your school friends are like the people you want to keep in your life or not. I do think a lot of people at school are just friends for like convenience, which is obviously completely fine. Like it's normal to grow and change and meet people that are better for you. If you don't feel connected to your friends from home, like you don't have to stay friends with them. But yeah, for me personally, I do love the girls that I've been friends with since I was like 11. How to deal with failure. Basically, I've never been one to really like dwell on failures. I don't know, I just, for some reason it doesn't affect me very much. Like if I got a bad grade, I would probably just like feel a bit like sunk about it for the day that I found out, and then after that I'm just like, time to move on. I'm always thinking of the next thing I need to do, next thing I'm working on. So I think my best advice would just be remember that there's always a second chance. There's always a chance to make up for it. Even if it is like your final grade, you can make up for that with like work experience, stuff like that. At uni, is being vegan more expensive? No, oh my gosh, being vegan is the best at uni. You save so much money. I know a lot of people that have actually gone vegan at uni to save money or just want to eat more plant-based because they can't afford really to buy meat or fish. I think definitely snacks can be more expensive, but meals are so cheap, honestly. I think I saw this statistic the other day and it was like vegan meals cooked at home on average are like 40% cheaper, so we love it. It really depends like what you're eating as well. Like obviously any diet can be expensive, like if you want it to be expensive you can. My food shop probably costs like 15 to 18 pounds a week, and that includes snacks and meals. I could probably even do cheaper if I wanted to, but I do care about like being really healthy, and I guess I do kind of sometimes pick out the more expensive things because health is important to me, and I'm very lucky to be able to afford healthy foods. I'm actually just eating these crisps right now. I'd really recommend. I mean, these are expensive crisps, 4 crisps, but like they're so nice and they're healthier than normal crisps. So yeah, things like this I would spend more money on, but meals, honestly, so cheap. I've got loads of videos on my channel about what I eat and recipes if you want to check them out. So now I'm just going to run through a few personal questions. Loads of you asked about my boyfriend. You guys want to know the tea. There were so many questions on like how long I've been with my boyfriend, how we met and stuff. So officially we've been together for about 4 months, but we started talking at the start of the first lockdown. So we've basically been exclusive, like only talk to each other, only like been with each other since Corona started, which is like almost a year now, which is crazy. Basically the way we met is, so the rep job that I have in Bath to do with the events and stuff, we were supposed to be in the same team this year. So like I was chosen to be an event manager and he was as well. He did this job a couple of years ago and then he went on placement the last academic year, and now he's back at uni for his final year. He was supposed to be an event manager as well. But about a year ago, so last February, the people we work for got like the people that were on placement to come back to Bath Uni to like meet everyone so that we knew who each other were. By the time we started in September in the same team. So yeah, we just had like a weekend of all of us that were going to be in the same team together and just like getting to know each other, going out each night, and it was really fun. And yeah, nothing happened on that weekend. But then as soon as lockdown started, we just started talking. He slid in the DMs and yeah, it just escalated so quick because we just get along so well, and I don't know, we just had so much in common. And yeah, I just remember like the whole of lockdown 1 was just us like sending voice notes every night for like hours and hours, and like FaceTiming and stuff. But because of Corona we couldn't see each other, and we couldn't even go on like a socially distanced date or anything because he lives in Northern Ireland. So yeah, we literally could not. So we only met up as a couple in late August. So by this time we had been talking for like 5 or 6 months. And yeah, when it was like that point at Corona where like everything was almost back to normal, that is when we met up. Yeah, we just spent a week in Bath together, and then 2 weeks later he moved here for his final year of uni. I moved here for uni as well. And what is actually crazy is we live on the same street, like pretty much on the same street. And we had our houses sorted like even before we knew each other. Yeah, sorry, that's a really long story, but I thought you guys would actually want to know it like properly. So yeah, and then we just spent a couple months at uni together, and then in like October, oh no, September, was it September? Oh, so we've been together for, like 5 months. God, I'm losing track. Yeah, so after a couple weeks spending time together when uni started, then we were like official after that. Someone said, how are you staying positive about not seeing an end to COVID at the moment? One of the things is I actually can see an end to COVID at the moment. Like, even though this lockdown has been really long and it's still not done, I just think it is going to be over soon. Like, I can feel it. But the ways I stay positive are keeping sociable, keeping in touch with all my friends and family, FaceTiming, going outside lots, going on walks around Bath is really nice. I think music, YouTube, and like watching TV shows really contribute to my happiness, so I always make sure to have something that I'm watching that just makes me feel really good. Also, I think spirituality really makes me positive and happy. I don't know, I think when you see everything in a spiritual way, and like when you view the world as such a beautiful place, I think I do see everything through rose-tinted glasses. Also, I guess I do see lockdowns as like an opportunity to just do everything I want to, have time for myself. I think all these lockdowns have allowed me to stop and actually kind of work on my goals. How do you use your crystals / how do you start? So I actually got so many questions about this. I've got some of my crystals here and I've got some more. I've got some more down here as well. So I'll always use them when I'm meditating. So sometimes I'll type in like meditation for and then a certain thing. So for example, manifestation. Like I'll type that in on YouTube, do a guided meditation, and then I'll choose my crystal that is like for what I'm manifesting. Say if I wanted to manifest love, then I would choose my rose quartz and I would just hold it in my hands whilst I'm meditating. Also, I do this thing before bed. For example, citrine is for like wealth, success, prosperity, things like that. So I might just hold this in my hand and then like think of everything I want to do with the powers of this crystal. Also, sometimes I'll just leave them where they are and place my finger on it, and I'll close my eyes and think of all these things that I just said, like whatever I want. And then I'll envision my intentions going into the crystal. So like I sometimes envision it as like a glow, like a coloured glow. But I think about it, the glow, as like the colour of the chakra. For example, if it was something to do with the heart chakra, so anything to do with like feelings and love, and the colour of the heart chakra is green, so I'd imagine a green glow going from my heart all the way like that into the crystal. So it's like my intentions are going into the crystal, and then I imagine the glow coming out of the crystal into me as like the crystal giving me what I want. So yeah, that is how I use them, the main ways that I use them, but there's so many different ways you can use them. I will link a couple videos about crystals down below if you're like a beginner and want to start, because I could do a whole video on this, but I've watched some that are better than me, so yeah. And that is everything. I think I'm going to end this Q&A here. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video.